Some of the world's most useful inventions weren't the results of careful planning, but rather happy accidents. Who knew that mistakes of some humans could benefit the lives of millions too, in a good way? This is what happened in some cases. So, get ready to discover the amazing stories behind the inventions you can't imagine your life without. Number 1. Sticky notes. In 1968, Dr. Spencer Silver, a chemist at the 3M Company, tried to invent a super strong glue. Instead, he accidentally created a unique adhesive that was strong enough to stick to paper, but could be easily removed and repositioned without damage. At first, no one could figure out how to use this weak glue. It wasn't until 1974 that a colleague, Art Fry, found the perfect use for Dr. Silver's invention. Fry was a church choir singer who needed a way to mark the pages in his hymnal without damaging them. Dr. Silver's sticky, repositionable paper worked perfectly. After some development and testing, the new product was eventually named Post-it notes. It quickly became a popular item in homes, schools, and offices worldwide. Number 2. Matches. The invention of matches is credited to John Walker, a British pharmacist. In the early 1800s, while mixing chemicals, he noticed a dried lump on a mixing stick caught fire when scraping it. This observation led him to develop the first friction matches. Walker's original matches were simple cardboard strips that could be lit by striking them on sandpaper. He later improved the design using wooden sticks. Walker chose not to patent his invention, believing sharing it freely with the world would be more beneficial. Matches quickly gained popularity and remain a widely used and convenient way to create fire. Number 3. Potato chips. The invention of the potato chip is credited to George Crumb, a chef working at a restaurant in Saratoga Springs, New York, in 1853. According to one story, a customer complained that their French fries were too thick and soggy. In a moment of frustration, Crumb decided to slice the potatoes incredibly thin and fry them until they were crispy and golden brown. He then seasoned them with salt. Surprisingly, the customer loved this new creation. While George Crumb may have popularized them, it's worth noting that recipes for fried potato slices existed before 1853. For example, William Kitchener's cookbook, The Cook's Oracle, published in 1817, includes a recipe for potatoes fried in slices or shavings. Today, the simple potato chip has been transformed. There are over 200 flavors offered around the world, ranging from classic favorites like sour cream and onion to truly unusual flavors like cinnamon and sugar. Number 4. Teflon. In 1938, a scientist named Roy J. Plunkett worked for the DuPont Company. His goal was to find a safer way to cool refrigerators, which at the time used a dangerous chemical called Freon. One day, he ran an experiment with a special gas mixture hoping to create a new refrigerant. But the gas seemed to have disappeared when Dr. Plunkett checked his experiment the next morning, leaving behind only a strange white, waxy substance. Initially, it seemed like the experiment had failed. However, further testing revealed that this mysterious substance had some incredible properties. It wouldn't react with other chemicals, food wouldn't stick to it, and it could withstand extreme heat and cold. In 1941, DuPont patented this amazing new invention, and the world was introduced to Teflon. Number 5. Ice cream cones. Ice cream has been enjoyed for centuries. The ancient Chinese even had a frozen dessert similar to ice cream as far back as 200 BC. But the invention of the ice cream cone has a surprising story. At the 1904 World's Fair in St. Louis, an ice cream vendor had a problem. The crowds were huge, and he ran out of dishes to serve his ice cream. Luckily, another vendor named Ernest Hamwi was selling waffles nearby. In a moment of creative thinking, Hamwi began rolling his waffles into cones to help out his neighbor. This proved to be a hit with the customers, and that's how the ice cream cone was born. Number 6. Vulcanized rubber. The real inventor of vulcanized rubber was a young scientist named Charles Goodyear. In the 1800s, natural rubber wasn't very durable. It got sticky in hot weather and brittle in the cold. Goodyear wanted to find a way to improve it, So he experimented with mixing it with all sorts of things, even soup. One day, Goodyear mixed rubber with magnesia, lime, and nitric acid, but with no luck. Then, he tried adding sulfur. It's said that while working with this mixture, he accidentally dropped some onto a hot stove, which changed the rubber forever. He created vulcanized rubber, a more durable material that could withstand different temperatures. Vulcanized rubber revolutionized the world and is now used to make everything from basketballs to the tires on your car. So there you have it, proof that even mistakes can lead to incredible discoveries. If you could invent anything by accident, what would it be? A flying car? A machine that automatically folds laundry? Let your imagination run wild. Don't forget to share your thoughts and ideas in the comments. To get more videos like these, make sure to subscribe to our channel.